We're live. We did it, guys. Welcome to the live stream for Tuesday. Too many records going up on a Tuesday, as they say. As you can see behind me, the room is in total disarray, getting ready for TMR Fest. My limited space is turning into a workshop, is turning into chaos, but it's all going to be worth it because TMR Fest is coming real soon, and it's going to be great. What's up, King with a capital K? What's up, Seamus? Shout out to Matt Hedges, staying up past his bedtime. All right, wow, that was a quick jump up in numbers. What's up, everyone? If you're in this live stream, hit the like button for me real quick. And because of that, YouTube will think that there's engagement and probably help support it, which is great. What's going on? Jose, Sean, John, Mark. All right, guys, this is going to be good. I have so many records to open today. I actually forgot what half of these are. This is one of those things where I don't know. I almost feel bad about how gross this looks behind me. This is just like a nightmare. But you know what? I'm in the midst of arranging for TMR Fest. Oh, Christopher, the Super Chat King, is in the house. Let's see who's the Super Chat King. Right now, Travis hit me with the Super Chat before this even began. So Travis is currently the Super Chat King, but you never know who's going to take the crown by the end of the live stream. We're listening to the wonderful Richard Houghton, as we usually tend to do. That hashtag royalty-free music by a genius. Guys, look at how many records I have. Hold on. Is this normal? Is this a normal thing? Is this normal for people? Does this happen to you guys weekly? Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm going to open these and we're going to talk about them and I'm going to show them off. And some of them I'm going to save for the B-side if they're like ones that I want to talk about in depth. But there's definitely some in here that we can show off. Then we're going to talk about TMR Fest. Then we'll answer some questions. And remember, if you super chat me during this thing, I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll answer whatever question you have. What's weird is that my count says 0 thumbs up. Do you guys see that? Or is that just a glitch on my end? It says 0 for, I don't know why. I'm assuming there's at least one person that gave this a thumbs up. So, all right, I'm going to put these down and we will begin. What's a super chat, Matt asks? That's a good question. YouTube allows you to do a super chat, which is you put money behind a comment, and I get the money, and your comment's all bold and bright and shiny, and I answer it to the fullest of my knowledge. Basically, if someone wants to demonstrate what a super chat is, they could right now. But yeah, so that is what a super chat is. There's lots of people that do it, and they're awesome, and I love those people. But I love you even if you don't super chat. That's fine. You don't have to. This is not a pay-for-play. There it is right here. Christopher with the first super chat of the stream. He's asking E40 or Too Short. I go on and on. You know what? Honestly, it's got to be E40 for me. It's not Too Short because I'm from the Yay area, and I grew up on Tell Me When to Go and all that hyphy stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? E40's my dude. I'm sorry. Too Short's great too also. Could you get a super chat? No, I get the super chats. You have to give me the super chat, Matt. Jonathan with the super chat. No question though. You gotta hit me with a question, otherwise your $4.99 has gone to waste. But it's actually not to waste. It goes towards me, who's buying stuff and paying for the venue for TMR Fest. So all of these funds that you pay through Super Chats are going to be supporting TMR Fest. And if you're going to TMR Fest, awesome. If you're not, there's going to be good content from TMR Fest as well for you to consume from your home. Guys, do you see how many records I had? Did I show you? There must be at least 15 here. We gotta get started. We just gotta go. We just gotta go. We gotta start. And obviously, of course, you guys know the TMR, thanks to Adam, the TMR box cutter. Yeah, let's see what records I have. This music is so good. Let's get it up a little bit. Yeah. All right, here we go. What's up, Class A1 Productions? I was just talking to you today, wasn't I, on TMR merch email. What do we got here? Oh, okay, I know what this is. This is kind of weird. This is a 12-inch. It's a promo from Cafe Del Mar, Volume 7. Cafe Del Mar is a series of compilations of down-tempo, kind of tropical, mostly down-tempo style music. And there's a bunch of compilations. Not all of them are on, not every single one is on vinyl, but this one is, but it's really expensive to get the full version. I wanted to buy this because one of my favorite down-tempo tracks is on this, Lux Northern Lights. Really, really beautiful track, and it's not on vinyl outside of the full version of this and the 12-inch. The full version was like $60, and the 12-inch I think was like 10. So I went with the 12 just so I can hear this amazing song. If you like down tempo, check out Northern Lights by Lux. Really, really good. And for some reason they have it listed as artist, and then I'm sorry, they have song, then artist, which is not the right way to list music. It has to be artist followed by song. I'm really anal about that. What's up, Ryan? Yes, that's the first one. Not super exciting, but it is a thing nonetheless. Travis, it's funny that you would say that. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of Sandy this month. Actually, tomorrow there is a video dropping with me and Sandy talking about some stuff available at TMR Fest, and there's going to be a handful of those throughout the month. They're stupid and they're goofy, and you guys will love it. So look forward to those. They're short, but they're sweet because it's me and Sandy being weird. What's up, Brian? Dude, Brian, your art's going everywhere. If you guys are on the TMR Fest group, you'll notice that I posted the official flyer for the event. Brian right there is the guy who designed it. So shout out to Brian. I love the design of the flyer. I think it's wonderful. So thank you so much, Brian. This is a record that I owned once upon a time. Sandy is not my wife. No, I owned this once upon a time, and I sold it, and now I got it back because I got it for a good price, and I couldn't resist. Love-hate relationship now. This is Pinback, Autumn of the Seraphs, and this is the limited version of it. This comes on a really awesome kind of maroon color. Oh my God, this thing's flying out of this jacket all over the place. Really beautiful maroon color, super limited, and this is a great Pinback record. If you like kind of like softer, kind of lo-fi-ish indie rock, you will love Pinback, and this is a great album. My favorite of their albums is Blue Screen Life, but this is a great album too. And like I said, I sold it once, so I was like, no, I don't really need it. But this is a great record, and I'm glad I got it back for a really reasonable price. I think I got it for pretty much what I paid for it originally, which is awesome. So there you go. Guys, I know you're asking a lot of questions right now. I have so many records to get through. I'll try to answer questions in between. But at the end, we'll do a nice Q&A. Let's see. Do I have any U2 vinyl? I have the Joshua Tree, but I'm not a huge U2 fan, so no. Am I going to buy 15 versions of the new Ryan Adams album? I don't like Ryan Adams. Despite the fact that I'm wearing a jean jacket, I don't like the story about how he treated Phoebe Bridgers when they were together. And I'm a big Phoebe Bridgers fan. I've also just never been a huge fan of his music. Americana doesn't really do it for me. So, yeah, I don't know. Not my thing, personally. How long have I been collecting vinyl records for? Since 2013, I've been collecting heavily, but I've always been into music and records, so it's kind of been yeah. All right, let's keep going, guys. We got so many records to go through. Remember, if you want me to stop what I'm doing, feel free to throw a super chat in the chat, and I will stop what I'm doing and answer your question to the furthest length I can. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, okay. So I went down the rabbit hole. I don't know if Ryan's still here. Not this Ryan that just talked, but Ryan Creation Records. If he's still here, this is he kind of encouraged me to dive down this rabbit hole. But there's a label called City Center Offices. They're a German label, and one of my favorite electronic musicians, Ulrich Schnaus, started on that label. So I went. I recently acquired both of Ulrich's first two albums on the original label they were on, City Center Offices. And I went in a rabbit hole real deep down, and I started listening to pretty much all these obscure artists I never heard about. And I found this artist that I really liked. This is Porn Sword Tobacco, Explains Freedom. This is my This is my second favorite band with porn in the title. The first being Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, the Australian psych rock band. But this is a really, really good electronic album. And it's City Center Offices, which is an awesome label. So really, really liked going down that rabbit hole, and I added about 12 things to my want list. I actually found another one on Amiibo the other day. They're kind of hard to find in the wild because it's a German label, but I found I Am Not a Gun record, another great artist. But yeah, if you guys like electronic music, Porn Sword Tobacco, definitely worth checking out. Yeah, so I grabbed that. Yeah, guys, this is the State of the Too Many Records address union. Ooh, Ryan, that's a good point. Porno for pyros. I mean, here's two things about that. Porno is different than porn, and I like porno for pyros. Probably for Jane's Addiction, though. Oh, Christopher, can Super Chat King be on your podcast during TMR Fest? You know what? I would love that, Christopher, but there's only so much space on the stage, and there's only so many microphones that Jake's going to have. So I have curated just a small list of people, but we're going to do Q&A at the end of the podcast, and you can ask as many questions as you want, and it's going to be really fun. So I'm very excited for the live podcast at TMR. All right, let's keep going. This box cutter, Adam, it really made my life so much easier. Thank you for thinking of this. Do I own any rock and roll? Yeah, I own a fair amount of rock and roll. That's a pretty vague question, Brian. This is a Paramore record. As you guys know, I love Paramore. And this is Brand New Eyes, the limited edition colored version on a yellow marbled vinyl. Really love this record, love this band, and it's a sealed copy of a record that goes for like $80-90, and I got it for I think 40. So really, really great buy if you like Paramore. They're one of the best kind of pop punk bands that transitioned into more of like an interesting. Their new stuff is almost like tropical rock. It's like really the progression is unbelievable. That they went through, you know, in the course of their career. But this is definitely a great album, and I had to grab it because the price on this was insane. This is one of those lucky Discogs buys that I got by just refreshing my want list. What is TMR Fest? Matt Hedges asks. TMR Fest is an event that I'm throwing in March in Los Angeles. There's a Facebook group and an event about it that you can join and check out information. I'm also doing videos about it. I'm selling 1,000 of my own records from my collection. There's amazing bands performing, and I'm going to be there, and we're all going to be hanging out and drinking and eating and having a good time. And it's not 21 plus, it's all ages. So it's going to be really, really cool. And I hope everyone can make it out who's near LA. And if not, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff after the fact for people that are subscribed to the channel. So if you're not subscribed to Too Many Records and you're watching this, do me a favor and please subscribe. I work real hard on these videos, and your subscriptions help get me to the place where maybe I can do this full time one day. Any Tupac vinyl? I'm sorry, you've asked that like 8 times. I have not answered. I own All Eyes on Me, and I think Illuminati. I'm not sure though. I don't have as much. I'm more of a Biggie fan than a Tupac fan. Am I going to do anything with Lindsay Mathis again? I sure hope so. That girl is so sweet. She's awesome. I loved going to Amoeba with her. She's wonderful. Will I sell the records on Discogs or Reverb LP? That's a good question. So the records that I'm selling, the 1,000 records from my personal collection, they're going to be at TMR Fest first. So people there get first dibs. After that, I'm going to open it up privately to people that are in the TMR Fest group on Facebook. There's about 450 people right now. After that, I'm going to open up a Reverb LP store because it's a better deal than Discogs, and then people can buy through that. But if you want to get first dibs on these records, you're going to want to make sure you're in the TMR group on Facebook. So it's Too Many Records Fest 2019, I believe it's called, on Facebook. I link to it in like every video. I'll link to it in this live stream when it's done. Yeah, so make sure you're doing that, and I hope to see a lot of you there. I know a bunch of you are coming. I know some people are flying out for it too, which is super exciting. What's up, Andrew? Thoughts on the new King Gizzard single? That's a good question. Psy Boogie. I like it. It's not my favorite Gizzard song off the bat. However, I think it's a really cool direction for the next album. You know, they've kind of mastered everything thus far, and I'm ready to see what this new synthy kind of cyber album does for them. Yes, I do have the Sufjan Stevens Blue Bucket of Gold single, of course. King Gizzard's reincarnation of Neil Young. That's funny. That's fairly apt. What's up, D-Ot? Glad you made it to the live stream. That's awesome. Ooh, I wasn't sure if this was going to be arriving yet. Cool. This is an album that was one of the first. This recently got a repress. It's been out of print for a very, very long time. This is Marietta Summer Death. It's kind of like a lo-fi-ish emo rock album, and it's a cult classic in that people that know this album love it if you like that kind of like American football-esque emo. It was out of print for a long time. I just got the before it sold out, I got the limited version of this record, which is really exciting. Although they just sent me the standard version, which is incorrect, I got the limited version. So I'm going to have to email them and be like, yo, what's going on, guys? I was sure I got the limited version, and I was super excited because it sold out in like 20 seconds. So yeah, that's super frustrating, and hopefully they can. They didn't sell out of all of them, and they have a couple extras for me. So after this live stream, your boy's going right to the label and yelling at them. But you know what? Accidents happen. However, this is BS. I'm upset. I'll cite this live stream as proof if they try to fight me on it. Is cleaning a record with lukewarm water and dish soap a good idea? Probably not. I would use a cleaning solution that you buy or make. What does a hotel room go for in Hollywood? I lived here, so I've never spent money on a hotel room, but I'm sure there's cheap Airbnbs. And the venue from LAX is going to be a little far. It's probably like a $40 Uber from the airport. But I'm sure a bunch of you, if you're coordinating in the group who are going to LAX, could possibly meet up and come together, which is cool. Yeah, so I'm bummed about that Marietta record, man. If I don't get the limited version I ordered, I'm gonna be really sad because I love that record, and I should have got it. The Vampire Weekend tour is very exciting. I'm mostly excited that they're playing Red Rocks. Red Rocks is one of my bucket list venues I've never been to, so I might have to stop by in October and actually go for the first time to see one of my favorite bands. How am I selecting the LPs I'm selling? Good question. It's tough because all of my records I bought for a reason, most of them because I really like the album. I'm kind of going through, and I'm going to make a video, I think, about this before the event, about the ethos of collecting. Actually, I just did a video with Vinyl Rewind, if you guys know his channel. It's going to be going up on his channel this month. It's kind of about what collecting means to me and what collecting means to him. And it goes into kind of why I selected the records I did, but not super in depth. It's basically like there's some records that are really important to me and some records that are irreplaceable and some records that are, I love front to back and I know I'll listen to a lot. And there are some records that I like, but I don't need in my vinyl collections. I'm trying to kind of hone it for space and time purposes because there's not enough time in the day to listen to everything. There's not enough space to have everything. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to take home some of these amazing records I've acquired, but not because they're bad and I don't want them, just because I don't have the space for them and you guys would probably appreciate them more than me. So, all right. This is we got ooh, this is kind of cool. Never seen this happen before. This is another Neon City Records Vaporwave Future Funk album. This is Momo. Mo Shop. Momo. This is Momo. This was the first pressing. They just put a second pressing up pretty quickly afterwards. I think the cover's different and the disc might be clear or something like that. This is a white vinyl, it looks like. But yeah, this is like a really fun J-pop inspired future funk album. It's an EP, really. But yeah, pretty much anything Neon City puts out, I want to purchase because it goes really fast. Most of it's really quite good. And if you don't get it when it's out, you're going to be paying double in the aftermarket. So, loving this. Really cool stuff. They put this on the side. Look at this. They put little, I've never seen, Neon City's kind of known for their shoddy, shipping, and they've added these little things to it where it's like it protected the corners in transit. I've never seen that before. That's great. So shout out to Neon City improving their shipping ability, which is awesome. All right, let's keep going. We got more records to open, folks. Yo, for real though, I'm still bummed about that Marietta record. It's cold-blooded. Well, this is one I'm talking about more in the B-side. But I'll just show you guys right now to get you a little jealous, get you a little excited. If I could open it without ripping all the tape. Yikes, this is a tough one. Beautiful. That's what's up. Good memories with this game. I was never good at this game, but isn't that soundtrack absolutely iconic? I mean, just iconic soundtrack. Very cool. I will be showing this off in the B-side with more in-depth action with that. So look forward to that this month. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I thought it was an easy pull tab, but they taped over it. They punked me. I got punked, guys. I beat their system. I just sliced it open. Ow. Ow. Just smashed my hand on the table. It hurts so badly. I'm okay, guys. I'm fine. Someone super chat me for my medical bills for smashing my hand on the table. Ow. This was a cool buy. This is something that it just got a reissue. Just got here. You're really getting buried by YouTube. Not even a live banner notice when visiting my page. That sucks. I've noticed that YouTube has kind of been not good to me lately. They've been freezing my subscriber count, and my views have been lower than usual. I don't know why. YouTube is kind of a tough nut to crack. I don't know what I can do more than just keep hustling, keep grinding, and continuously putting out content. And hopefully it'll all just explode one day. I'll wake up and I'll have 50,000 subscribers. Who knows? All right, this is an album by El Huervo Vanderer, or Vanderer. El Huervo Vanderer. Unbelievable art on this. What's up, Wax and Dust? What's up, Cameron? This is a really cool album that was out of print for a long time. It's basically trip-hop, hip-hop beats with some kind of like chiptune elements to it. Really dark, kind of moody, grimy stuff, but incredibly catchy. And the art is just lovely. I love the art on this. If you guys like this kind of stuff. Oh, look at that hype sticker. It looks like the Nintendo seal. That's cool. If you guys like this stuff, definitely recommend checking this out. I don't know if it's sold out again, but El Huervo, Huervo, Vanderer. Yeah, this is rad. So excited to listen to this. I only heard the first 3 or 4 tracks, and I bought it instantly. $1.99 for the U.S. healthcare system. Shout out to the U.S. healthcare system. Shout out. What did I choose for my Vinyl Me Please February record? I chose Caetano Veloso, his self-titled. This label is Swedish Columbia, so check them out. Can I say the name again of this? Sure. This is El Huervo, Huervo, and the label is Swedish Columbia, so check it out. What subreddits do I use to find records for sale besides vinyl collectors? Vinyl releases, vinyl deals. I go to the Vinyl Collective forums. It's pretty much my go-to. And then, of course, Discogs and Reverb. All right, what do we got here? All right, Christopher. Have a good night, man. This is a great record. I don't think this is the right variant, though. I think they mislabeled it. And it's all splitting on the top. Yikes, this is not what I purchased. Is this the red version? It is. That's weird. I thought the red version was limited to 150. Anyway, this is Shigeto Lineage. I think this is his first album. The top is just destroyed, though. Look at that. That is more than your usual seam split. That is just wrecked beyond belief. So not super stoked on this. Must have been in transit. He didn't take the sleeve out. I'm not sure. Shout out to the UK dental care system. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, this is really good down-tempo electronic stuff from Ghostly International, one of my favorite electronic records. Man, that's a yikes right here. That's not good. So I'm going to probably talk to the seller and be like, yo, what's good, fam? What's good? If all the Ryans in here super chatted at once, I think that I would grow gargoyle wings and fly away. Yeah, I'm not super stoked. I think it was supposed to be near mint too, based on what I remember for what I bought it for. So, yikes, not good, not good. What career box set would I will into existence? That's a really good question. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I only have one Rage Against the Machine album. So I feel like a Rage box set would be tight. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a Kanye box set with remastered records would be incredible. I don't know, though. Endless Summer by PowerPC Me. Yeah, Ruben's actually a good friend of mine. He comes in this chat fairly frequently. So, yeah, that's a great record. I dig Endless Summer and all the stuff Ruben does. Alice in Chains box set would be cool too, even though I have everything except for self-titled. I feel like a Tool box set, they could charge whatever they wanted if people would pay that. Those Tool fans are crazy. Q&A is going to happen and a few more records, even though I'm kind of answering questions right now. Guys, this has been rough this has been ridiculous. I've had one damage record, one wrong variant. This has not been a great mail day for Matt. But this right here is a great mail day. This is one of my favorite vaporwave artists and albums. Finally has his best release, in my opinion, on vinyl. I remember telling him maybe 2 years ago, you need to press this to vinyl somehow. He was like, haha, one day. And now it's here. If you guys are into vaporwave, you know Enmesh, Dream Sequence. This is just an absolutely stellar album. And it's one of my favorite vaporwave albums. I have the cassette right there. It's a double box cassette tape. Actually, I'll show that for you guys right now. This is awesome cassette. This is Enmesh Dream Sequence. And the first time I heard this, I said, you know what? You need to put this on vinyl. And then he did. So right here, we got Enmesh. Is it Nemesh? Nimsh? I've never pronounced it right. I don't know. I've never heard anyone pronounce it. This has not been a great mail day. Today's for Matt. Did I say it? Did I say that? That sounds like I'm having a stroke. Let's open this up and take a look at the discs, shall we? I want to kind of take a little further look into this because this is one I've been very excited to get, as I said, for years. If you guys like vaporwave and you don't know Dream Sequence, you need to kind of get on that as soon as you can. And what a beautiful, beautiful job this is done. I mean, look at this massive gatefold. This is just wonderful art right here. Loving all the toasters and the toast. If you stay here too long, you'll end up frying your brain. I can't wait to kind of dive in and fry my brain. And look at this beautiful record. Look at this. It's like the space that you were just looking at in the gatefold. You're going into space and listening to all the Dream Sequence. So, yeah, this is a 2-disc album, gatefold. Absolutely. I know it's going to sound good too. I know that he would not release a subpar product. So excited to listen to this. I might even spin this tonight because it's been many years in the making and wanting. But yeah, so shout out to, I think it's Nmesh. I'm gonna say Nmesh. Dream Sequence. All right, we got a couple more. Has the music stopped? The music just stopped, right? We're switching to another Richard album. Let's do little All Guitars 2. Yeah, sounds good to me. All right, we got some more records. Oh, almost stabbed myself. Got to remember, this is kind of sharp. Oh, it's here. If you guys watched my B-side, A-side last month, you'll know I talked about this record, Little People, Landloper, the follow-up to Mickey Mouse Operation, which is a really good record. That one was a little more trip-hoppy. This one's a little more tropical house, but it's really good experimental down-tempo electronic music. And yeah, this is a great record. I'm excited it came in. That's also not a gatefold, unfortunately. 2 discs. But yeah, excited to spin it. What's up, Patrick? When's Richard's new album coming out? That's a good question. Hopefully in the next week or 2, I think. Yeah, so if you guys watched the A-side, B-side, you know I was really looking forward to this, and it's here now. So, cool. Can't wait to spin it. All right, we have 2 more records to go. This is one that'll probably get approval from both the Ryans. Just a hunch. Actually, this is not what I thought it is. It still might get approval, but it's not what I thought it is. This is Stumbling featuring Violet Skies, Dissolver. The Stumbling is really good vocal sample-based electronic music. And yeah, this is something that I've been into a lot. Their album Ghosting, and I recently acquired Ghosting on vinyl through a trade with actually Power PC Me, who someone brought up before. And now I'm trying to pick up all the other Stumbling on vinyl. There's not enough. All of Stumbling stuff should be on vinyl, I think. Yeah, okay, I had a feeling you'd appreciate this, Ryan. I didn't support the Crates campaign for Ghosting. Wait, was it not for Ghosting? I know Ghosting got pressed, but was there another one? I'm not sure, but this is yeah, just more Monotream Records, great electronic label. I've never even heard this record. I just kind of for his whole discography on vinyl, I missed that completely. Wow. I would have supported that. That's hopefully he goes for it again. Man, that would have been nuts. My thoughts on Age of Odds. I love Age of Odds. Everything Sufjan's ever done, I'm a stan. I like Sufjan as much as I like Kanye. I will literally support every album. I think every album's beautiful, including his first album and his weird experimental stuff. I love it all. All right, final record. This is a doozy. This is going to be, I believe, from Run Out Groove, the Warner-based label that takes out-of-print stuff from the Warner Music catalog, and they put it into print, and you can vote on it, and they press however many they have. So, oh my goodness gracious, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's look at all these records. Wow. All right. Okay. So, first up, we have, Vinyl Rewind's here. What's up, man? Guys, Vinyl Rewind, one of the best vinyl channels on YouTube. We actually have a video coming out this month, as I mentioned earlier in the chat. So make sure you check that out if you are into the concept of collecting records, which I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are. It's a really good video, and we're chilling at the pad, which is always fun. This is what is this? This is Revolting Cocks, Linger Fickin' Good, and Other Barnyard Oddities. I've heard of this band. I don't think I know anything about them, but it seems like it's going to be a little offensive based on that guy right there. So I don't know what this is, but I'm going to listen to it. It's probably going to be awesome and strange, which is great. So little run out groove action. No, I actually didn't buy these. They just they sent me these because they're awesome. And oh, these two records I'm really stoked on actually. Yes, this is Juliana Hatfield. Only Everything. Awesome rock chick. Big fan of her stuff. And look at this awesome beefy jacket they did for this. This was a real treatment. Yeah, awesome. And I love this album cover too. Juliana Hatfield is great. And this is a great record as well. So good that they did this. And then finally, another amazing record is by a band called Luna, Lunified. So Luna was a band that did kind of like breezy indie pop, indie rock stuff. And they had a box set through, what label was it? I don't remember what label did it, but there was a box set done of all their stuff. But this is a really heavy, like this is heavy. Like I could probably lift weights with this. This is a heavy jacket of Lunified, a great compilation of songs. So huge into Luna and stoked to have this. This is my favorite Run Out Groove package to date. Everything in here is going to get some play. That's for damn sure. Yeah, all right. So those are the records. I it took 36 minutes. That's a long time, but we're through the records, and now we're here for question and answer. So I'm going to do my best to answer your questions. Again, feel free to super chat me if you decide that you would like to do so. And I'm here to answer your questions. So let's get it done. Now, yeah, I had 2,000 records exactly before this, Travis. Now it's 2014 until next stream when I'll have 2,000 again. Where do most of my records come from? Most of them come from Discogs and Amoeba. But I've been buying a lot more from Reverb lately. That site is low-key deals city. First time going to Amoeba on Thursday. Any tips on scoring big? Yes. Check everything. Things are in bins you wouldn't expect. Check the letters that are not the letters between artist names, like just the blank S's or the blank T's. You'll find some crazy stuff in there. Explore every aisle because they have bins of records throughout the store that you wouldn't expect there to be records there. So definitely check that out. All right, Ryan, have a good night. Best record in my collection. That's a really hard question, man. I can't just answer that. It's tough. Opinion on the band Citizen. I don't know Citizen. I've heard the name. Have I ever been shopping on the East Coast? I've been shopping in New York City and New Jersey for records, but I haven't shopped in Toronto. I've never been to Toronto. Do I play any instruments? I don't. I would like to learn guitar before I'm 40, so I got a little over 10 years left. What about looking below? Good point. I was going to say that. If you look below in Amoeba, sometimes it's overstock, but sometimes they'll have random bins you can pull out, and they'll have some records that were not on top. I found a couple real gems that were underpriced down there before. Have I heard of the Kilimanjaro Dark Jazz Ensemble? I have. I didn't like it, I think, from what I heard. Something about it was a little too experimental, I think. My most valuable record. Let's go look on Discogs and see right now what my most valuable record is. Let's see. We'll do based on the median price, not the max. I was talking to Vinyl Rewind about this the other day, and median seems like it's fairer. My most valuable records are box sets. The Chris Cornell box set is shockingly my most valuable. Oh, it just overtook the Disintegration loops. But as for a singular record, it's Pearl Jam's 20 or Captain Murphy's Duality. Those are my two most expensive records, I guess. Good call, Vinyl Rewind. Good call. The Vinyl Geek knows all. Yeah. Best place to buy a turntable. Depends on what you want. Actually, I'll be doing a video soon about what it's like to go to a hi-fi audio store. So you're going to want to check that out if you have a good budget. If you don't have a good budget, I mean, your local store or, might have some turntables for sale that are vintage. Do your research before you buy a turntable. You don't want to get stuck with one that's like really low quality and will damage your records. I have some videos on my channel talking about, watch this first before you get into records and that should help you. And if you have any specific questions, you can always email me, and I'll be happy to try to answer you to the best that I can. What did I do with my Amoeba videos? What I did with that is I had Chris help me out, who's a genius cinematographer. If I had Chris full time, all my videos would look like that, but occasionally we'll have to just pop out the high quality ones, and the rest of the time you're stuck with just my skills. Opinion on Barnes Courtney. I know the name. I have friends that like Barnes Courtney. I've never listened to them or them. Favorite Mothers of Invention album. I'm not a big fan of Mothers of Invention. I get $1,000 to spend on Amoeba for every continuous hour I listen to Insane Clown Posse. I would listen to Insane Clown Posse for like 100 hours. I can listen to it. I'm not going to say it's good, but I would listen to it as long as they pay me $1,000 an hour. I might go crazy after 24, but I'd sit for 24 hours and listen. How to find a great receiver? That's a good question. Honestly, I would check Craigslist. I would say go vintage with a receiver, but make sure it works properly. And if you want to buy, there's some good ones on Amazon that are kind of good entry level receivers, some Yamaha ones, and stuff like that. Opinion on Wolfpack. I like Wolfpack. I own none of their records, but I like them. Everything kind of sounds the same to me a little bit. Do I have any Mars Volta? I don't. I could never get into Mars Volta. The vocals just didn't do it for me. I don't know why. What about Justin Bieber? Love the Biebs. Fun fact, back when I was in college, I used to listen to... Why am I saying this? I shouldn't say this. I'm going to say it. I used to listen to Justin Bieber's first acoustic album when he was like 14, because it was actually pretty good before he was corrupted by the pop world. It was pretty decent music, and I liked it. So not ashamed to say that I liked Justin Bieber's first acoustic album. Have not listened to it since I was 18 or 19, but was good at the time. And by good, I mean not good like good music, but entertaining and fine to listen to. Yikes! I just lost all my cred. That's fine. We've all listened to weird stuff that we've appreciated in the past. Follow-up. How do I spend $24,000 on Amoeba? First things first, I buy the Pearl Jam glow-in-the-dark 20 on their wall for $1,500. I buy the Frank Ocean Blonde on their wall. I probably just would spend $10,000 in wall records really quickly. I would just go and be like that, and 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 then bring them up. Man, that would be the ultimate. The ultimate. Will I get the new Tool album when it's released in 2050? Probably not. Favorite album by John Coltrane? A Love Supreme. I'm pretty surface when it comes to jazz. I don't know much about it. Did I talk about how Kanye wanted to shut down Amoeba? No. Vinyl Rewind and I were at Amoeba, and they told us that Kanye called once and asked them to shut it down for him, which they should have done that because that would have given them a ton of press, but they did not. Will I have any Bill Evans albums at TMR Fest? I will not. Your dad's old receiver gets pretty warm. My receiver gets fairly warm too. I would just make sure that the vents are not covered with your setup. Make sure that it has room to breathe, and make sure it never gets too warm. I guess don't leave it on and playing for too long. Do I have any Eminem besides the Eminem Show? Of course. I own the Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP. I have a bootleg of Infinite. I have a whole bunch of singles. I don't know. That's pretty much how much I love Eminem. The later stuff didn't really do it for me. Favorite Radiohead album is a toss-up between Kid A and In Rainbows. Best ambient album of all time. Maybe that one. A Strangely Isolated Place by Ulrich Schnauz, even though it's not totally ambient. It's a little more to it than that, but it's technically ambient adjacent. Opinions by Pyramids by Frank Ocean. That's my opinion on that song. Do I have any Wu-Tang Clan? Most of their pressings don't sound great, so I don't own any Wu-Tang. I don't own Back Home by Eric Clapton. The Twin Peaks soundtrack, the one by Juju, I've never watched the show, so I never got it. How many 10 inches do I have, and what are some of them? I have a video on the channel that's some of my favorite 10-inch records, so make sure you go check that out. I have maybe like 50 10 inches, and about 25 of them will be for sale at TMR Fest. Brian Eno? I love Brian Eno. Are you saying, is that one of the best ambient of all time? Definitely. That's really tough. Ambient's really hard to rank because ambient kind of just gives you a certain feeling when you're listening to it. And that feeling is kind of like different and the same at the same time for all of them. So I don't know. That's a really difficult genre to kind of do a list of. Do I stray from 7 inches? Do I collect them regularly? I don't know. You tell me. We got a Blue Sky Black Death 7-inch. We got a Caro Caro Bonito 7-inch. We got a Shaq Fu 7-inch. We got a Random, which is Pearl Jam adjacent 7-inch. We got Dr. Mario the Chronic 7-inch. We got that cool 7-inch that I showed in the video where the back of it is literally honeycomb. It's actually made of honeycomb. I have a lot of 7 inches, but not as many as I do records. I probably have 157 inches. And I will have some cool ones for sale at TMR Fest. So if you like 7 inches, check that out. Hammock is in the running for best ambient album. I think all of their records are great, but what is it? Raising Your Voices, like whatever the album is. That's my favorite, I think. Any tips for buying bootlegs? It's always a gamble. You never know the sound quality until you listen to it. So don't go into any bootleg thinking it's going to blow you away. Just hope that it's listenable. What's Dr. Mario the Chronic? That is a bootleg done by Moonshake Records, one of my favorite bootleg video game labels. And that is the Dr. Mario soundtrack done as the cover art's just a parody of The Chronic. Dr. Dre, Dr. Mario. Favorite Swans album? Don't like Swans, especially after the allegations that happened to the frontman. Raising Your Voice, Trying to Stop an Echo. There you go. That's the one. That album is just fantastic. Do I have any Foo Fighters? Yeah, I have the self-titled. I have The Color and the Shape. I have One by One. I like the Foo Fighters. They're great. Or just Foo Fighters, I guess. Did I see The Weeknd's My Dear Melancholy got a bootleg release? I don't like The Weeknd. Personally, I think his music is kind of trashy. And he's kind of trashy. I like Trilogy just fine, but I don't need to own it. Do I have any Melvins? I don't. Did I pre-order the new Miyazaki Big Wave LP? I did pre-order it. Vinyl Rewind and I are actually just talking about how we got sucked into the Vaporwave pre-order vortex. It's difficult to get out of. Opinion on the halftime show. I most definitely didn't watch it. I'm not a sports guy, so I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all. But ultimately, I heard it was bad. Do I favorite Stevie Wonder song? Probably something from Songs in the Key of Life. I don't know. That's tough. Do I like the band Brand New? Brand New was one of my favorite bands of all time until the allegations, and I haven't been able to listen to them since Jesse was taken down a peg. But I hopefully one day we'll be able to listen to them again. Can I get Otto Totland to play TMR Fest? I wish. I got the album Leaf to play TMR Fest, which is amazing. If you guys are ambient fans, you know that he's absolute legend in the scene. And he's a great dude. So I'm really excited to get a little private solo set from Jimmy from the album Leaf. He's wonderful. I recently listened to Sleeping at Last. Were you the one that told me to listen to them? Someone did. And I loved Sleeping at Last. I pretty much all of his stuff was amazing. What's my current white whale? Probably Pearl Jam Benaroya Hall, the 4-disc live show of their acoustic album at acoustic show at Benaroya Hall. My thoughts on 21 Savage being born in the UK is it sucks that he's getting separated from his family, but I never listened to his music, so I really don't care about his career. Seal Beach EP is your favorite. Seal Beach EP is definitely amazing. Into the Blue Again and In a Safe Place are probably my favorites, but everything that Album Leaf did is great. So it's kind of difficult to pick. All right, guys, we got about 10 more minutes of questions. If you guys feel the need to super chat, this would be the time to do it. I will answer any question you have at length. Any of the super chat funds are going towards TMR Fest, so it helps a lot if you are to support the event that I'm busting my butt to try to make happen. And by try to make, I mean it's going to happen. For those of you who don't know what TMR Fest is, there'll be a link in the description. I'm throwing a festival in Los Angeles March 9th, and it's going to have 1,000 of my records, my personal collection, for sale. I will be there, meeting and greeting, kissing babies, shaking hands, and it's going to be awesome. Thoughts on the Soulja Boy allegations? I think Soulja Boy is a dumbass. I don't know. I think he's been saying some real ignorant stuff lately. Favorite classical composer? I don't know. Vivaldi? I'm not a big classical guy. Sandy will be at TMR Fest, yes, and there's going to be a video with Sandy tomorrow and 3 more this month with Sandy after that. We did a bunch of short little videos showcasing just some of the random records that'll be for sale. Nothing crazy in the videos, but it's just kind of cool to see me and Sandy back on the internet waves together. Do I have Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged? I would love to own that. That's a great show. I don't have it, unfortunately. What are my favorite bands? The National, Kanye West, Sufjan Stevens, Jose Gonzalez, Tycho. There's a lot. I mean, I'm Little Ugly Mane. Like, there's a lot of artists that I really love. Chopin's your homie? That's cool. Favorite Talking Heads album? That's another tough one. I don't know. Music's pretty great. I don't know. That's tough. Oh, Pearl Jam. Travis, did I literally forget Pearl Jam? Pearl Jam. Anything Chris Cornell related. Yeah. I'm Alice in Chains. Yeah. I think when I like this much music, it's hard to keep track of my favorites. I can't believe I just forgot Pearl Jam. Yikes. Do I own any of the Mains LPs? No, I would like to own a bunch of them, but they're all out of print. I'm sure they'll all get a repress in the next year or two, though. That's just my guess. Yeah, I love Sun Kill Moon also, but not so much his recent stuff. And his recent stuff has actually been turning me off of him just because of how absurd it is and how rambly and bleh. Oh, quick shout out to Mio, Mionol on Instagram, if you guys follow her. She claims to watch all of my live streams. So this is a shout out to see if she actually is watching this or if she lies to me. So shout out to Mionol. How would I feel if Kanye showed up to TMR Fest? I would probably freak out and embarrass myself in front of everyone. Do I know if Lindsay Mastis bought any more Elton John since our video? I'm sure she did. I feel like she's like me, except that when I buy a record, she just buys an Elton John thing. Thoughts on Death Consciousness by Have a Nice Life? I really like that album. I own it. I think it's great. Didn't love the second Have a Nice Life album as much, but that first one is a classic. Am I going to listen to the new LCD sound system? Is there another album? I don't know anything about it. What's up, Fabian? Kanye's biggest regret is he will never get to see himself attend TMR Fest or play TMR Fest. Man, imagine if I can get Kanye to do TMR Fest and do 5 songs. Whew. Whew. What's up, Christian? You made it at the very end. Wait, there's a new LCD album that's coming out this Friday? Michael, you need to give me some more information about this. I'm pretty hooked into the music world, and I haven't heard about this yet. How many LPs do I have? I have 2,000 exactly. Ask Travis. I started buying records in about 2013. What 5 Kanye songs would I pick for him to do live? This is a really tough question. I feel like if I had to just go off the top of my head, it would be Touch the Sky, The Glory. I want him to end with Streetlights. If he can get all the features, which is not fair, I would ask for Monster. But otherwise, I say Gorgeous. And my fifth one would be... New Slaves, maybe? I don't know. That's such a tough question. I like Fishman's. Unfortunately, Fishman's stuff is all out of print and hard to get, so I'm trying not to listen to them that much. New Tool album drops at midnight. Yeah, okay. My roommate would be screaming right now because he's obsessed with Tool. New LCD Sound System album is live recordings of classic songs. Oh, it's their sessions. I thought you meant it's like a new album of material. Yeah, that's whatever. I prefer their stuff that's recorded and tried and true. I thought you meant there's a new album, even though I didn't really like American Dream, so I don't know why I'd be that excited. There's enough early LCD to keep me satisfied, though. That's for sure. All right, guys, a few more minutes. There hasn't been a super chat in like 40 minutes. My heart is breaking. I thought you guys loved me. I guess I was wrong, but that's okay. What do I think of extreme metal? I don't really listen to a lot of metal, so extreme metal is probably out of my wheelhouse, my comfort zone. Yeah, probably not my thing. You just bought a Denon cassette deck. Dude, welcome to the cassette world. I have a ton of Vaporwave cassettes. I would sell you a bunch of them. Email me. Tell me what you like. I'll sell you a ton for good prices because I just have too many. I don't listen to them. And if you're going to listen to them, I'd be happy to sell them to you. Can I stream again on Friday? Maybe. I'd like to. I don't know. I feel like you guys, I don't know if there's going to be any records for Friday. There might be like one or two, but possibly. Will there be more guides for genre music like my ambient video? Yes, I plan to do more of those this year. It's just my time right now is consumed by planning TMR Fest. So my content's going to be kind of TMR Fest focused, but I'm trying to do these live streams to kind of keep it interesting. Favorite Outkast album is The Love Below Speaker Box. Specifically The Love Below, but they're both awesome. How many cassettes do I have? Too many, man. I got wrapped up in cassettes and they're awesome, but I just have literally like over 150 or 200 of them. It's just too many. I need to sell some. My first name is Matt. Who is my favorite fan? It's not fair. Anyone who watches my videos and supports me and is a kind person is my favorite fan. So pretty much all of you and a lot of people that couldn't make it. How does the first pressing of Toxicity sound? It sounds good. I have one. Sounds awesome. You'll buy my love. My love don't cost a thing, as the famous song goes. You're welcome, Jason. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't believe that we are pretty much at the 4-year mark for Too Many Records videos. Damn it, Sandy and Too Many Records. It's been quite a journey, and I'm hoping that this year the channel will experience some solid growth exponentially from where it's been going, because it's been growing steadily, but quite slowly, and YouTube tends to not recommend it and bury me, and I'm not sure why. So if you guys have any idea on how to grow the channel faster, I'm always open to suggestion. I try to put out as much good content as I can. All right, I think we're going to be wrapping up here. There's still 50 people, though. Actually, my counter is probably broken because it still says 0 thumbs up. So I have no idea. But this has been a really awesome live stream. I will put in the description. I'll put a bunch of information about TMR Fest. So thank you guys for watching the live stream. I got to go edit tomorrow's video and get it ready. Look forward to that. And, thank you guys as always. Lots more content coming your way. And we'll do another live stream as soon as possible. All right, guys.